out. And you can see the height difference in both the springs. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're having a great day. I want to first start off by thanking all you guys who subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed and this is your first time on my channel and your first time watching one of my videos, do me a big favor and smash that subscribe button for me. Okay guys, so today has come. We are gonna drop the Toyota Highlander. That's right, we're dropping the Highlander. I know a lot of you guys are asking why. Why not? They look pretty sporty as they are, but when they're dropped, they look even sportier. I'm not too worried about it affecting the ground clearance on this Highlander because we're down in the south and it never snows out here, ever. And if it does, it's rare. And we do get a lot of rain, but if it's gonna rain a lot, my wife can always take the Jeep because it's sitting on 35 and it's jacked up. So I'm not too worried about that. What I am worried about is the way my Highlander looks. There's so many Highlanders out on the road, and I know if you own one, you've probably seen them out there as well, and probably seen a lot of them on the road. So this is gonna distinguish mine from all the others, is it being dropped. Now, obviously they don't make drop springs for the Highlander, but they do make drop springs for a Lexus RX 350, and they use the exact same setup. Those are the springs I went with. I'm gonna show you guys the ones I got. I'm gonna show you guys how to install them. I'm gonna give you guys a little before and after and see what you guys think. All right, so this is the stock height. Like I said, 32.25 in the front and 32.25 in the rear, from the bottom of the wheel to the bottom of the fender. Once we get the springs on, we'll do another measurement. This is what we're looking at right now. Stock height. Over the passenger front. So we've got passenger front, driver front, and these are definitely going to be the rear. The rear is going to be, say, rear. So the rears don't matter whether it's left or right, they're both the same. All right, got the Highlander in the garage, and we're about to put the lowering springs on. First things first is get the hood up. Okay, so just by taking off this little push pin in the corner, we can just pry it up on the cover, and we can get to our 3 nuts there that we need to get off. So we need to get off this one, and this one here, and then we can drop the strut from the top. On the driver's side, once you get the clip off, you're pretty limited to how high you can go. So we're probably gonna need to take off the wiper arm on this side for sure. On the driver's side, and the passenger side, you can leave that one on. But on this side, we'll need to take off the wiper arm. Okay, so the wiper arm nut is a 14mm, and you close the hood, pull out the wiper blade, simple as that. And now we got access to our driver's side, and those 3 nuts are also going to be 14mm. So. Okay guys, once we get the wheel off, we're going to start off by taking off this 12mm stud there. Release the brake lines from the strut. And move this out the way. And go ahead and get our sway bar end link. That's going to be a 17mm. Go ahead and we need to remove our 21mm nuts, our studs here, from the lower knuckle. Hold this down. Should be it. All right, once you get this loose, then come up on top and remove our 3 nuts here. And while we remove those nuts, you want to have one arm holding the strut so it doesn't fall down. So here is where you can have two people help you. You can have one person hold the strut up while you remove the last nut, or you can just reach down here, push up, and remove the last nut. So I want to grab it here, pull up, and pull that. Come down here, pull it out. All right. All right, guys, once you get your strut here on the ground, you're gonna want to at least put a mark where the front center is to this stud here, because you're gonna want to have the mount line up with the strut. You'll want to make sure you put the stuff back in the same location as they were. All right, so now we can go ahead and get out our spring compressors. These I picked up online on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for those. So we're gonna want to go ahead and put these on like this. Put that on like that. So the only bad part about not putting this facing down is this stud, once it goes up, it's gonna hit the bottom of here. So I have to face it this way. And same thing for the other side. There's a little bit of a cup here where it cuts away. Well, this will work and shoot it up. That's the only way to work. Grab this. All right, guys, so once you compress it far enough to where you can move the spring around like so, then we released all the tension from the spring from the top strut mount to the lower of the strut, and we can go ahead and remove the top nut, which is going to be a 19 millimeter. Okay, once that's removed, we can go ahead and release the top mount. We need to release the tension from this. We're going to be using these, so we need to go ahead and release all the tension off these little by little. All right, go ahead and remove this off of there. There is a pretty big difference in the size, so we need to go ahead and put that on. This goes on like so. This is gonna go on like so. Go ahead and grab our strut compressors and repeat the steps. And do the same thing. Press it like so. Go ahead and zip it up. Okay, we've gone down far enough. That's lined up. Put our nut on there and go ahead and get our socket, tighten it back up. We want to make sure everything is lined up the way it was before. Okay, release the nuts. Okay, just want to make sure this is lined up with this like before. Push the boots all the way on the bottom. That's tight. All right, so now we can go ahead and install this back in. So I got the Highlander turned around. I'm about to do the rear. I can already tell a big difference from the front to the back. So yeah, let's get started on the back, see what that takes to do. So these are gonna be 14 millimeters. Okay, take off this nut over here. So you can tell the height difference there between the left and the rear. The rear height difference is quite a bit as well as the front. So let's get that on. All right, the new measurement from the ground to the top. We are at, looks like it's right at 30 and let's say 30 and a half. 30 and a half. Wow. All right guys, so here's a little bit of a 3-week update since I last installed the springs. I went ahead and got the alignment checked out. Everything checked out great. Nothing needed to be adjusted, which is a good thing. But better yet, it handles amazing, guys. I haven't had any issues. One thing I do want to say is there's definitely a significant difference in the corners. There's a lot less body roll, and the ride is pretty firm, but not hard at all. The wife loves the way it rides now. She actually likes the way it handles. But I also want to mention, guys, if this is your first time ever installing springs on struts, I would recommend you guys using a professional, because this is a dangerous job, guys. It's not something that you guys want to attempt for the first time, but it's definitely something I recommend you guys installing on your Highlander because it looks and handles amazing. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. Also guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.